Darren, but that he may change that for his races. But we're getting ready to start, and we'll be waiting for the sync up for my end, and we will be ready to go. And we're off. So right out of the gate, intro stage, continuously holding right and going to try to mash out a lot of lemons to take out all these gun vaults standing in the way. Also killing these hovering enemies that can destroy the highway to reduce as much lag as possible. They can drop their little spike onto the highway and it will cause some lag with the additional sprites from the debris. And when they come up to the two mini-boss B-Bladers here, they want to try to take us not too much damage. Darrenville had a decent B there, where he took a damage from a bullet for 1 damage, and then he took a contact bonk for 4. So he's able to get through the second B, no problem. He's at 3 HP for the end of the stage. I think Kaz had to take a health increase from destroying one of those deer balls to make sure he didn't die from another passive B. So Kaz is going to have to take some damage from the cars here toward the end of the stage to get down to 3 HP. I don't anticipate Darren will go for task. No, he won't go for task cars. But we may see Kaz go for it. He's going to use the cars to push him faster than how fast X can walk. Oh, he's got all those cars. Okay, but he took them out. So they're both at 3 HP or less. So all they have to do is kill 2 more cars, and they can spawn Vol. Darren gets a good ship, and good should have a good Vol coming from him. Yeah, we're going to have a good Vol from him. A 159 grab. That's really good. And Kaz not too far behind with a 205. So the first Maverick is Chill Penguin. Gotta get the dash boots immediately. Just like any standard Mega Man X speedrun, you always go here first, unless you're running an obscure category. So, same strategy as in the intro, keep holding right and taking out enemies that would be in your way. And then, as they come up to the cave here, they're going to utilize slope jumping to get extra height and movement speed to reach these ledges a little bit faster than otherwise. Okay, Darren's at the capsule, and Kaz is right behind. Darren gets the no-stop hallway. I think Kaz is having a little, maybe a potential controller issue, or maybe he's just missing some presses. Not too sure. Hopefully we can get that figured out pretty soon. But we're coming up on Chill Penguin on Darren's side. So when Chill Penguin blows his breath to form these ice penguins, you can get a few extra dash shots, which will deal 2 HP of damage each. And then you can unload the charge shot after that's over with. And Darren's already killed Penguin. Okay, looks like Kaz is going to get through Penguin okay. He may have figured out his dash issue, I hope. And they're going to, every time they kill a Maverick, they want X to be as close to the middle of the screen as possible, because X will walk to the center before he can teleport, and the victory fanfare will play. So Boomer Kuwanger is the next stage, a very vertical oriented stage, so there's a lot of climbing involved. Darren takes, I think, an unintentional damage there on the one turtle. So Darren's utilizing this glitch here on this elevator where if you're within the 7-pixel window of the spiked walls here in this elevator and you jump and then you press jump again, you actually take damage. You take 0 damage, but you still get the knockback animation. So you can get iframes to avoid some of the enemies in that section. And then climbing the outside of the tower, and then you go back to the inside for the last section of the stage. Darren getting a lot of these gap jumps, which in X1, they are a little more difficult than X2 and X3. I think you have maybe a few pixels of room to fit X through those gaps. And now for the Kuwanger dance. Once you hit him with the initial charge shot at the beginning, if you stay close to Kuwanger, he'll try to charge up to X and throw him to the ceiling. But if you jump just before he grabs you, you can kind of keep him into this loop. And then once he stops doing that, he'll just teleport around for the rest of the fight. And it's just simply stand in the middle, watch where he ends up, and just quickly hit him with charge shots before he can damage you anymore. Because Kuwanger can deal a lot of damage on contact. And if he deadlifts you to the ceiling like he did to Darren, he took quite a few health from X, but still had enough to survive. And Kaz is just right behind still. Really hope Kaz's dashing issue is, taken care of, because that got me worried in the Penguin stage where he was just walking. I'm sure that that wasn't intended. So Chameleon is a very basic stage. You just keep going forward. Darren's not picking up the armor. I didn't expect him to. I don't expect Kaz will do the same. They're at 32 level on their PBs, so I think they're accustomed to the end game, and it looks like that is the case. The cave is a little problematic because you have those blocks that fall randomly, and you can actually take damage from them because you don't have the helmet upgrade, which will break any bricks that hit X on the head automatically. But since you don't have that here in this stage, you actually take damage. Sometimes you can shoot the blocks as they fall in front of you before they land, but that's an uncommon thing. But it can happen. So Darren has already finished off Chameleon, and Kaz is about to do the same. Once you hit him with a dash shot or a buster shot, it doesn't matter which. It just takes 10 boomerangs to kill him, and you can actually just loop him back and forth. So every time he gets hit with a boomerang, he's going to jump to the opposite side. as you see on Kaz's side. Very easy fight. And Darren's going to Storm Eagle now that you have Eagle's weakness, which is the Chameleon Sting. You want to fight Eagle as soon as possible in any percent, just because of the number of dives he can give you. So if you were to grind for personal best attempts, Eagle, you want to take him out as soon as possible. And his weapon actually is useful for quite a few stages afterwards. Darren is not going for the death kick. And Kaz is still on his heels, although he's probably about 20 seconds behind right now. But that can change in this fight. If Eagle is mean for Darren and Kaz gets a good Eagle, this gap can shorten a little bit. There's 5 hits. So it looks like Eagle's gonna start diving. Ooh, I think Darren missed a shot there. Okay. Yeah, I think Darren may have missed a shot, but fortunately you have the weakness, so it takes less hits to kill Eagle than if you were to fight him in 100% where you typically don't have this weapon. Okay, and Kaz just took down Eagle. I think he made up a little bit of time there. So Darren's going into Spark Mandrill right now. And you're going to see him utilize this ice shot a lot. Whenever the ice hits something, it will fragment into 5 separate shots and go backwards. And there at the start, he shot the ice shot in a manner where when those gunvolts spawned, the initial ice shot was already on top of him, so it broke off, and then the 5 fragments break off and still hit him from the inside. So he's able to deal a lot of damage quickly, and 2 ice shots will take them out. And then as you see, still on Kaz's side, we're going through Zam Hallway, using a similar technique, but we're using Buster shots as well to deal damage. Now for Thunder Slimer, you're going to see a combination of boomerangs and the Storm Tornado. Boomerangs deal quite a bit more damage than the Tornado does. But the Tornado, when they use it in the air like that, it just allows them to deal damage to the boss when they're on the ground and they don't have an easy way of getting back to the wall to damage him. And already Darren's at Mandrill, and Kaz will be there in just a second. So you see Darren's opening up with a charge shot, and then he's going to use ice. So when the ice freezes Mandrill, you can actually hit him again with the ice before he breaks out of it. And then what's going to happen, on the second to last hit, Darren can position himself in the middle of the room and safely take out Mandrill without having any repercussions of a counterattack or anything. And if you notice right at the start of that fight, the full Buster Charge can knock Mandrill out of that dash punch animation, which they did for both players. Now see, Mandrill's in the middle of the room, so Kaz is going to try to get close there. So you see he didn't want to take damage. Mandrill inflicts 6 HP of damage on you since you don't have the armor. So Kaz wanted to get close, but, you know, not take the damage. He was able to successfully do so. So far, neither player has taken any safety items, and I don't believe they will. So this will be interesting to see when we get down to the end game who survives. Darren using the chameleon sting there to take out some of the bats on the ceiling. It just reduces lag. And another nice use of the charge shot. Okay, Darren is picking up a heart. Okay. We may see Kaz do the same. The armadillo heart is very, very easy to get and doesn't require much effort. Looks like Kaz will pick up the heart as well. He's already got the boomerang out. You notice that the boomerang curled upwards as they shot the boomerang as they were jumping up. You'll see that come a little bit later in Sigma 3. Darren's got Armadillo down. By the looks of his ammo count, it looks like Armadillo rolled a little bit on him at the start. And, okay. Kaz, I think, had a similar Armadillo. So the octopus stage, you have three mini bosses to kill, and then you've got the octo fight. Darren taking out the searchlight, trying to stay on the main platform. He doesn't want to get into that pit where the spikes are. And then Darren's going to use Storm Tornado on the Ouroboros. Just like that. Ooh. Okay, Kaz made it through that submarine, okay. Was hoping for a health refill, but didn't get it on that one. Maybe he might get one on this sub. Oh, man. That causes a lot of lag. See, that searchlight causes a lot of lag if you allow it to stay on screen like that. So Octo just fires his torpedoes and jumps around. He may do the energy drain attack, but it looks like he's not doing that for Darren. Although Darren doesn't have X quite in the middle, but that's very minor. So Darren and Kaz will be fighting Flame Mammoth last. It's a very, very simple stage, similar to Chameleon. There's no mini bosses. It's just straight up climbing. Kaz is getting a few energy drains, but he's not opting to go for the risky stuff, trying to break Octopus out of that move. Doesn't want to get infinited. He's just gonna... Man, he's just gonna have to take these energy drains. That's a big time loss. I'd say he probably lost at least 10 seconds there. And already, Darren's halfway through Mammoth. So Flame Mammoth is once again another easy boss. The Storm Tornado will actually hit Mammoth twice, so the damage comes very, very easily once you hit him with the dash shot. Just 5 well-placed Storm Tornadoes and he's down. And then you're gonna see like that. Darren is gonna jump to the left to kind of take Mammoth off the screen a little bit, so it causes less lag as he's exploding. So we're jumping right into the Sigma stages. So similar to the intro, we got to get X's HP down to a specific number before the Vol fight here in the fortress. So you see Darren's taking some intentional damage just to get his HP down to where he needs it to be. Okay, and Darren gets through that section. So he should get Vol skip, or the Voltech skip. Let's see how Kaz does. See if he gets Leap of Faith. Oh, he had a weird kick off the side of that platform. And Kaz makes it up, okay. Meanwhile, Darrenville is taking down Vol. 8 quick rolling shield shots. It looks like he had a very good fight. He didn't take any damage. So now, after that, you get the second forced upgrade in this run, which is the Buster upgrade. So now you're able to charge weapons, and you're able to fire that big, nice pink charge shot. I don't anticipate you'll see Kuwanger skip attempted. But you might. Okay, Darren went for it, but didn't come up with the goods. So you actually have Kuwanger's weakness for this fight, so you're going to use the dance similar to the first fight. Ooh, it looks like Kuwanger's teleporting right away. And Darren needs to be careful, too. He's got low HP. Okay, that could have been scary for Darren. If you die there, you start all the way back to where you got the Buster upgrade. Darren's looking for some health, and he's not getting it, so he's got to go damageless on Spider, almost, to get through this. I think he could take one hit from the baby Spider, but if he gets hit by Bow Spider, he's dead. So it's 8 charged ice to take down the Spider. So he has to read the web patterns before Bow Spider makes the descent. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Okay, a baby spider does kill. Okay, that dealt 4 damage. Wow. Darren's still in the lead, though, unfortunately. That didn't put too big of a dent in his lead. I thought it dealt 2, but it does 4. Okay. But Mega Man X any percent without the body armor, it can be punishing. Deaths can be punishing, and that's kind of one example. So now they're both on the Bow Spider fight, but Darren's almost finished. Yep, Darren's finished. Kaz is making his way down. Making his way, reading the patterns. Getting some unfortunate baby spiders, but... Okay, Kaz takes down Bow Spider, but X is not in the middle of the screen, so he's going to lose maybe a second and a half. Darren's PB is 32.02, and Kaz's PB is a 32.53, so They're at 32 level. Let's see how Chill Penguin does for Darren on this refight. Looks like there's one slide already. We're getting 2 slides. 3. Every slide will cost about 2.5 seconds. 3 slides. Let's see how Kaz does. There's 1. But he got quite a few hits in already. There's 2. 3. Well, looks like we're going to get equal slides. Let's see how Eagle does for Darren. Looks like Eagle's just standing there. That's what Darren wants. It doesn't matter if Eagle hovers like that. Only if he goes off screen immediately would it matter. Had a very good Eagle. Kaz using the charge Whirling Shield to conserve Sting Chameleon ammunition. Oh, but Eagle goes off screen. That's gonna hurt Kaz a little bit. Meanwhile, Darren's fighting Rangda. He's already took one eye out. He's already got the other eye, so he should one-cycle the nose pretty easily. Oh, he missed. That's gonna cost him a couple seconds. So Darren's coming up on Armadillo Skip in the next stage. Kaz is getting the green eye. That's not a preferable color we want to see. And Kaz takes down the nose. So the only 2 fights that are a real concern in this next stage, Sigma 3, is the Octopus fight and the D-Rex fight at the end. The other fights are pretty easy. Alright, Kaz gets Armadillo Skip also. So Darren is, looks like 2 boss fights ahead at the moment. Or 1, I should say. Darren gets a nice Mandrill fight. Kaz is going for that CFO strat there. I like it. That'll save him a hit, so that makes up a second. I like the play. Kaz is hoping for another, at least another death from Darren or something drastic to happen. He's gonna need it if he wants to bring this back a little bit. Okay, Octopus is down. We may see Darren go top route before going to Mammoth to get that health refill and pick up that extra life. He did die, so I'm sure he's looking to get a little bit of an insurance policy. Oh, he skips it. Okay. Come to think of it, he's already died once, so if he game over sooner by some chance, he would get a weapon refill on the next continue. Unfortunately, Darren's got that conveyor belt going the wrong direction, but that's not a big deal. Kaz is getting a bad octo again, and Darren's at the D-Rex fight, so we're gonna do a dash shot for 2 damage and then 10 boomerangs, just like for Chameleon. And then you see he's firing that boomerang as he's jumping up to make the boomerang curl that same manner. But you also gotta watch for that. D-Rex will try to squash you in another good D-Rex fight. This race isn't over yet. We got the gauntlet left. Alright, Cass has got the conveyor belt going the correct direction. Darren do a little bit of a fire wave and into Storm Tornado. So, first phase of the 3-phase fight for Sigma, you gotta fight his pet. His weakness is ice, and you're gonna see him do a buffer lemon into a charged ice, and then just finish him off with ice shots. But you see the dog is chasing him. That could be a little slow, as you see. You don't want to take too much damage because you still got 2 phases of Sigma left to go. Kaz made it through D-Rex okay. So now for the second phase of Sigma, it's Electric Sparks, and he's shooting the Electric Spark into the wall, and as it touches the wall, it's going to split in 2 and go down the wall, and then you just have to time it so that Sigma touches it as he gets to that side of the wall, and then right there. Easy cleanup. It's a pretty easy fight once you get the timing down and just stay in the corner and not worry about getting hit. And now, the final phase, using the Rolling Shield for 16 hits. Claws are being very docile. Look at that. Looks like he's going to have a free ride to this first race win. Oh, finally, the left claw comes alive, but a little too late, and Darren finishes with a race spot time of 32:29. Man, if it wasn't for that death, he would have had a little bit better of a time. Maybe not a PB, since he died right at the start of the Bow Spider fight. But a very solid time with the death, nonetheless. Kaz doing a very good job here on the second phase of Sigma. So Kaz has one more phase. Claw's being a little mean to Kaz here at the start, but looks like he's on top of the left claw okay. Still has to adjust for that lightning. Ooh! Oh boy. Come on, don't do it to him, please. Oh, these close calls with the lightning. Oh, and he gets him. Nice. Well done, Kaz. Finishes with a 33-40 on the race bot. I'm pretty sure he finished a little bit earlier than that. So Darren picks up win number 1. They'll probably take a couple minutes to decompress, and then they'll start race number 2. According to the race channel, it looks like Kaz had to switch controllers. The dash button wasn't working. That's unfortunate when controllers don't work. Looks like our racers have already readied up for the next race. And looks like Fiesel has let them go, and we will get started in just a few seconds. Now that Kaz got his controller issue fixed, I'm hoping for a closer match on this one. Maybe Kaz will take this one and we can force a game 3, but we'll just have to see how the RNG plays into all this. And here we go again. I think one of them had to stop there to avoid taking a hit. Ooh, Kaz had to stop there. And again. But that's okay. Looks like they both got the same type of bead. It looks like they both got a bullet and then a bonk. Maybe Darren looks like he may have gotten a missile. Looks like he got another missile. Okay, looks like Darren's at 4 HP and Kaz is at 3. So Darren has the option for task cards if he wants it. He may opt out of it. Okay, Darren's not going to do task cars. He'll just take a damage from a car before... Yeah, he'll take a damage from this car, or the bullet will do it too. Just as the screen scrolls. Yep, right there. Ooh, Darren almost took too much damage. Oh boy. Will he get a third car? No, okay. Ship not quite, not as perfect as the first one, but still okay. So Darren gets a 2-minute flat grab by the looks of that, and Kaz has a 2:04, so a little bit closer than it was the first race. So we're just waiting for him to go into Penguin. Not much going on here. Is it possible to intentionally die a Val? Yes, it is. You can actually bonk into his armor, and it will deal 1 HP of damage. Even if you're at 3 HP or less, he'll try to capture you with those shots that he throws out. But you can actually walk into his armor still. If you're actually too close to Val, he'll actually try to jump over you, and you can jump up into Val that way. RNG is RNG. It's just random. One person may get good RNG the whole time, and the other person may get bad RNG. It can't really be controlled. Looks like Darren may have took a damage there. Or Kaz may have. I didn't quite see. But they're both at the dash capsule just about at the same time that they were before. Darren makes his way through the hallway, avoiding damage. Same with Kaz. Nice to see that the controller issue is gone. Now this will be pretty close. Darren using a mixture of 2 dash shots and then a dash shot and a green charge to take out the snowball throwers. Same on Kaz's end, and they're both going into Penguin about 3 seconds apart here. So they're keeping a charge shot prepared when they can, in case Penguin decides to jump to the ceiling. But if he blows the Ice Penguins, they can opt for a couple of dash shots into a full charge shot. But you still have to account for the sliding that Penguin does. You can't really tell when the slide is coming until he actually does it. Or when you shoot a shot into Penguin, it either will bounce off of him, or if you shoot a charge shot, it'll just get absorbed into him. But looks like Kaz may have shortened the gap by a second. They're going to teleport out about 2 seconds apart. Ooh, less than that. Only about a second. Also, during these stage introductions, they can actually hold Y, and it'll make that screen clear out a little bit faster. Wow, identical climbs from both players on this first section. So we should see turtle skip here, so if you make it to this first turtle fast enough, it won't fire any torpedoes at you. Oh, looks like... Did Kaz get hit twice? I hope not. That's unfortunate. Oh no, come on. Get out of there, Kaz. Okay, he's playing it safe. I don't blame him. You don't want to start the whole stage over. The checkpoint in this stage isn't until after this vertical section. Kaz wants to make use of that invincibility frame trick just to get through that. There he goes. But he's still low on HP. Hopefully he can get a couple of HP drops somewhere before he gets to the Kuwanger fight, because Kuwanger can outright kill him if he gets deadlifted or contact. Oh, and that won't help either. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate for Kaz. And Darren makes it through the rest of the stage virtually untouched. Getting these gap jumps too. Unfortunately, Kaz died close to the checkpoint, but, you know, a death is a death. And that will set you back a good, at least 10 seconds. But the race is just beginning. Anything can happen. Darren just waiting for Kuwanger to make himself available to get hit, and there he goes. Kaz takes his turn with the Kuwanger dance. Kuwanger can do this dance all the way down to the very almost to the last hit of his health. And he's getting close. Oh man, he almost got a really good fight, but this is still great. By no means is it bad. So once again, very straightforward stage here in St. Chameleon. Darren takes one unintentional hit from that dropping enemy there, but no boulders fall on him. That's a rarity. Ooh. A drop dash input there. So Kaz shot that green shot there just as he entered the cave. Sometimes boulders will start to drop from there, and that charge shot just covers that possibility. Although the cave's really treating him bad with these falling rocks. I think he took 4 hits in that cave. Darren using 11 boomerangs instead of the usual dash shot and 10 boomerangs. Ooh, Kaz hits that right armor dude just at the last second. And Kaz takes down Chameleon. Ooh, Darren going for the nice wall kick off the lift there. Darren thought about going for a death kick there. He's like, nope. So yeah, Eagle's another basic stage. Just have to take out a couple of enemies that are in your way, but it's relatively straightforward. Looks like Eagle's been good to him so far, but he's gonna dive again. Luckily for him, it's only 3 dives, or 4. Yeah, 3 dives. See how Kaz's Eagle goes here. Man, Eagle went up early for him. Man. Kaz is going to lose a few seconds to this. Kaz took a 50-50 gamble on the quick Eagle kill there at the end. You don't know what side Eagle will die from until he shows up. Darren making his way through Zam Hallway. Pretty textbook. Thunder Slimer's staying up top here. There he goes. Yeah, you can use the boomerangs and they'll curl up and they can hit Thunder Slimer up there. The boomerangs will deal a little bit more damage than the Storm Tornado. Although the Storm Tornado hits more times. Kaz trying to make his way through Zam Hallway, but he's having a little bit of difficulty. Kaz takes down Thunder Slimer. It looks like Thunder Slimer did the same thing for both players. Ooh. Darren takes a punch. He needs to be careful. If he takes another punch, he's dead. He can't take contact damage, though, because that will kill him, too. So he had to play it safe there and be slightly off-center. Remember, X doesn't have any armor, so the Mavericks, if they touch you, can deal quite a bit of damage. Kaz gets the double Mike Tyson punch. Gets a triple. Oh no, he's already in one hit from death, it looks like. Needs to be careful with these shots. Okay. That was a little sketchy, but he made it through. Although that Buster charge at the very start stopped the first punch, Mandrill was like, no, I'm gonna punch you again. And then again. If you're on the wall, if Spark Mandrill comes at the wall, at the same wall with a dash punch like that, he can actually knock you off the wall and onto Mandrill, which sucks even more. If you're not ready for it. And if Mandrill is just standing there in the corner of the room and you're on that same wall, he can just stand there and punch the wall as well. You usually don't see that often because players will typically go to the opposite side of the room. Darren jumping off of that minecart there to despawn the birds that typically appear. If you pass certain points on that minecart right there at the end, at certain spots, birds will appear. So just jumping off the cart kind of reduces that possibility. I think it looks like Darren gets a similar armadillo he had the last race. Looks like both players still getting a heart tank. So once again, Darren has, I want to say, about a 30-second lead. Since they're both using the same stage order. Okay, Kaz had a little bit longer wait to hit Armadillo, but no problems. It's pretty neat on that last spark. It'll just sit there on Armadillo until he goes out of iframes. I'm not really sure why that happens on just that last one. Darren taking out the searchlight on that submarine to reduce lag. And to reduce the possibility of the searchlight even opening up. Wow, looks like Darren may have a larger lead than I thought, because he's already at the end of the Octo stage, and Kaz has just started it. Kaz took a couple of hits there on that submarine, and I'm surprised he passed up the health refill. He'll probably pick up one here. Darren got an energy drain there, and I thought for a second there he was going to let Octo grab him, but he dashed out of there just before Octo touched him. Excuse me. Kaz took down that submarine there where the torpedoes were. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Oh, but he's having a very laggy Udo Burrows fight there at the end. Didn't quite get that Storm Tornado properly placed. The head and the tail of Ouroboros can be damaged, and the more of those Ouroboros segments that are on the screen after he dies, it just causes a lot of lag. And once he goes up too high in the water, you can't really despawn it anymore. Kaz has an okay Octo fight. So once again, for the Flame Mammoth fight, Storm Tornado will stay on top of Flame Mammoth for 2 hits, so Flame Mammoth just sits there and he just gets hit multiple times. Kaz using the Chameleon Sting. The Chameleon Sting will break off into 3 separate shots. So it really helps to take out enemies above where you're intending to go there. Paves that way for X to continue without having to stop for anything. Ooh, Darren gets Leap of Faith. And, yep, there he goes. He gets his HP just under at 6 or less, and he's good to go for the Vile fight again. So, Kaz is going to have to hope for a mistake from Darren to get back in this race, but Darren's just playing well, and he's not letting the bad RNG get to him. Kaz picks up an extra life. Oh, but he slips off the lift, and he falls to his death. Oh, man, that might steal the deal. That's unfortunate. Oh man, and Kaz had his dash dropped on that lift again on the retry. We may see Darren go for Kuwanger skip again. Oh, I thought he had it there, but nope, not quite. Kuwanger dance happening for Darren's side. The torpedoes hit for 1 more damage, so it's going to take less hits to kill. And Kaz is just starting the Vile fight here momentarily. Darren this time has full HP going into the Bow Spider fight, so we're not going to see what happened to him the last race again. For the Vile fight, his iframes are only half as much as the Maverick, so he's able to get those hits very, very quickly and in succession. Darren gets a couple of babies, but gets through the fight without taking a hit, it looks like, so... So for Sigma 2, Darren's just going to use the Charged Chameleon Sing to get through all of these enemies. And then as he enters the Penguin fight, he'll go right into Fire Wave. There's one slide. Very early, too. Oh, 2 slides. And... oh, he gets a third right at the end. We thought we was going to get a 1-slide Penguin there for a second, but... Penguin's like, nah, I won't go down that easily. There's one gap jump. Oh, we didn't get the second. He gets the third. Okay, 2 for 4. So Kaz is about a half a stage behind. Two dives, 3 dives, 4, 5 dives for Darren for Eagle. Oh, Penguin goes invincible on the charged Fire Wave. He's already got 2 slides. 3, wow, what a mean Penguin. Again, on the release fire, on the charged Fire Wave. What a mean Penguin. What's really unfortunate is that when you hold the Fire Wave down to charge it up, it continuously consumes energy, and then it takes another, like, 2 or 3 units off just for the charged Fire Wave. So you lose all of that energy, and you get no damage on Penguin. And what's really bad, as you saw it happen to Kaz, he ran out of Fire Wave, but fortunately Penguin died on the last hit. So if you don't have Fire Wave, you're stuck to, oh, Darren missed the Vile Skip, but elects to die. That pit that he just come out of becomes a death pit if you scroll the camera up. But really missing Vile, but really having that happen, it's not really a big issue. I mean, with the lead he has, it's, as you see, it doesn't really mean anything. You don't want to fight Armadillo because in any percent, it's a long wait. It's like, I think, 30 seconds almost. But Kaz is not out of this just yet. I mean, things can still go wrong in the final stage, even here in this stage. Kaz just needs to continue to play solid and hope no other mistakes happen. And he's still in it. Good cleanup on Rainda for Kaz. Very clean mantle fight from Darren. Oh no, Kaz went a little too far forward and scrolled the camera up. Man, that's unfortunate. Oh, is Kaz just gonna die here, or? Huh, I think he was debating what to do. I would say just go ahead and kill Dillo. I mean, he took 2 hits already. Or he's just given up. Yeah, I think he knows it's over. That's unfortunate. I think he wanted another shot at Dillo Skip, I think. He was just debating what to do. There he goes. He gets it the second time. That's unfortunate. Like, once you spawn, release that charged ice, the ice sled's gonna push you forward. So you just gotta get yourself, make a quick split decision, get X in place, and just let the sled do the rest. But he went a little too far forward. And there was no going back at that point. So, as I was explaining all of that, Darren's already at D-Rex. The D-Rex is getting pretty hostile here toward the end, but Darren's already got D-Rex down. So, just Darren's climbing up to Sigma. Kaz has to pick up a health refill before going into Octopus. The dog's doing the same thing it did to Darren in the last match. He took 1 hit. Okay, he's through though. Now for Jedi Sigma. Just timing those electric spark shots so that as Sigma approaches the wall, the one spark will hit him. Because Sigma cannot block anything when he's going from wall to wall like this. Clean fight on phase 2. Kaz is getting ready to go into D-Rex. Ooh. Darren's gonna wait for the claw to come down. Okay. And the left claw is just giving him a free ride again. Daggone. But Darren still has to avoid those thunderbolts. Okay, he's got it. Oh, we get a soft lock from Kaz! Oh, that's a great way to end the race. That's perfect. Oh, that's great. And Darren finishes with a 32-22. He improved his race PB by 7 seconds. That's a great way to go out right there. Can we just give Kaz that race and have game 3, please? Oh, man. That's great. Oh, man. So yeah, if you kill a boss and you die on the same frame, this happens. We saw this happen. I think we saw this last night. Where if you die on the final boss fight, X will actually explode, but you can't scroll the text. And that boomerang is just gonna go around and around in limbo. That's great. Congratulations to Darren, and I believe he's gonna face Colonel Fatso in the next round. If I've read the brackets right, but oh man. GG. Let's see. I don't know if our racers want to jump in for a post-race interview or not. Looks like Kaz is in here. See if Darren will jump in here in a moment. Ah, it looks like they're both in here.
Hello.
Hello. Congrats on the race, PB, and congrats on the win.
I had 31 potential going into Sig 3, and then that missed skip really bummed me out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But
you were close to 31 on the first race until the unfortunate death too, I believe.
Yeah, for some reason I thought I could get away from that spider, but it literally fell right on my head.
Yeah, I think the spiders kind of randomly drop down wherever they want and just decide to be mean, I guess.
Yeah. GG to Kaz though for the nice soft lock.
Yeah. I think there was a race last night that soft locked when someone got eliminated. They just soft locked for the heck of it. I think it was Valves, or I can't even remember who it was.
It was Valves. It was on the final fight. He last rolling shield to the head.
Yeah. Yeah. Epic.
GG, Aaron. GG.
Right. GG to you.
Yep. I would have liked to have finished the run, but I guess the game has other plans.
hey, we'll take a soft lock for a finish. Hey, we all love seeing that.
Yeah, I assume.
It just sucks that you had that controller issue in Game 1, Kaz. I was figuring something was up with your controller.
Well, I mean, the controller didn't really, do that much damage. I only lost 12 seconds on the Penguin stage. I was able to fix it before the Penguin fight, otherwise it would have probably been atrocious. Yeah. But, after that, it just, I lost 12 seconds, whatever. That wasn't the end of the day by any means. Going up against a person like Darren, you lose 1 second and the race is over, so.
Yeah.
But, had a lot of fun. I'm just not necessarily disappointed. I think I played well the entire tournament. I just didn't play my best, I guess.
Yeah.
Going into a direct stage here before the soft lock, I'm over a minute behind. Last race, I think I was 45 seconds behind. So, I definitely think I got a lot of improvement to do before I can realistically compete in these tournaments. But I played well. I'm not going to hang my head at all. But I think I could have played better too. But playing better wouldn't have won this race at all, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, for sure though. But you have isn't your PB a high 32 now? So that's.
Yeah, since this tournament started, I've increased my PB by a minute and 27 seconds. So
nice.
Ooh. Okay, so looks like we have Fatso versus Darren the next round. How you feel about that? You think you can take down Fatso?
If he goes for death kick like he usually does, that's my only.
That's your only hope.
Sure. But I mean, I don't know. I've been definitely playing it sort of safe on a lot of these races, just because I haven't faced anybody at Colonel Fatso's levels. So I'm probably gonna have to pull out all the stops for that one if I'm gonna have a chance, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we have Colonel safe strats or not when that race comes.
Safe strats, so I'm hoping.
Alrighty, let's see. So, what's next for you, Kaz? Still gonna run, probably gonna continue grinding your time down a little bit, or you're gonna take a hiatus, or?
Yeah, this is probably it, actually. I recently, before Christmas, I was actually offered a contract to do a dream job of mine. For everybody that actually knows me, I write poetry and short stories and stuff like that, and I was actually offered a contract to start working with a publishing agent. The issue is my contract is only like $1,000 a month, so basically my salary is like $12,000 a year, so I have to keep my day job as well. But it's a step in the right direction, but unfortunately, you know, for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to have time to actually stream and speedrun anymore. So, you know, I might be able to put together, you know, a couple of runs every weekend or something like that, but as far as improving my time and actually, you know, being able to move further and further towards, you know, fun things that you have to do to speedrun, you know, I'm not going to be able to increase a 36-minute 100% time and a 32-minute any percent time playing once a week. So it'll probably be just for fun now instead of, you know, to compete. So,
well, of course, you know, real life ambitions do overtake hobbies. Usually, they're more important. So it's good. Congratulations on that, and hopefully things will work out for you.
Very cool.
Yep. I'm blessed to say that I get to live a dream, especially 2 years ago when I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to live anymore to begin with. So it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be going in the right direction, especially with all of the goals and the dreams that I have. Not everybody gets to live their dreams, so I get to be the lucky one.
That's nice. So let's see. Any predictions, Darren? You know, should you lose to Fatso, who do you think's got this tournament?
Who's got the tournament? I haven't looked at the bracket
of who's left. I think we got Akiteru. I think we got Reeves. I didn't see any results yet. They haven't been posted, so I don't know who's won what. But of who's left in the tournament, we know Aki's advanced. But
yeah.
Of the rest,
yeah, I guess like obviously Akiteru, I would for the win, but I mean there's still Nero who could pull out something. Fatso and some of the other runners for sure. I mean, it's funny because, like, honestly, this tournament could be won with a mid-32.
Yeah.
Just depending on what happens. So.
Yeah, just depends how consistent they play, I guess.
So race, I guess, like I was saying before, I just have to pull out all the stops. If I manage to get a game on them, I'd be pretty happy. And I don't know, I was thinking now that after it's over, if it goes to game 3, Buster only race between us, that'd be hilarious.
Bro, hope that's not Fatso you call that with.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, I've been practicing it some lately. I finally got a 40-50, and his PB is like a 40-38.
Oh,
no, lower than that.
I didn't
like
know
40,
that.
20 something.
I didn't know 40 was achieved yet.
The big goal for Buster only, I guess, if anybody goes for it, is a 39, because that's still possible, technically.
Just a quick update.
I'll ask
X
him.
still hasn't caught the boomerang yet.
He's working on it.
What? I missed that. What was that?
X still hasn't caught the boomerang yet, so
Yeah.
it's he's still trying.
Is it? Oh, it's not spinning in the same manner it was before, is it?
Nope, it's getting closer to him.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. we don't get to see this long enough to actually realize that, oh, the boomerang's actually moving closer.
Yeah, it is still moving closer. Very, 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 very slightly.
Oh man. You have to just have that recorded and just upload it somewhere. We'll see how long it takes.
I'm sure this has been clipped 15 times by SG2 by now.
That is something. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wonder if it actually gets to him, if he will grab it, or if he's just dead.
It probably just does an elliptical pattern around him or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I have any more questions. Either of you have any last-minute comments before we sign off?
No, I just, with all of the tournaments that we've done in the past, and with all of the people that I was probably going to lose to, I think it's cool that I lost to Darren as opposed to anybody else. So it's nice to have my last match against you, partner. Good job. Good game.
Yeah, thanks. And
now, I do have
one way to go out.
I did ask you to 31 in race chat, and you did not do that, so...
Yeah, I mentioned that before you got in. I was 31 potential going into Sig 3. Skip. And I was like, man, I'm serious.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely thank you for the races. It's been really fun, and luck in the next coming race.
Yeah. Good luck, partner. I'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Alrighty, let's see what the next scheduled races we have. I think there's another race tomorrow. I don't believe there's any more races today, though. Let's check. Nope. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. we got Two Stop and Trogdor. And that will finish out, I believe, the final round 2 match. And then we'll be set for round 3. The Restream channel has not been decided for that yet, so just stay posted. And as the boomerang is about to get collected by X, I'm going to sign off. I'm just incredible on bringing you commentary, and GG's to Darren, and thanks for the races, Kaz. Good luck on your future, and I'm signing off, so have a good one, everybody.
Have a nice day. GG.